I was looking at your Facebook, for example.
Okay.
And some of the things you've posted, I have to say, perhaps, if you ask me, are some of the most undiplomatic things I've ever read from a person who is a diplomat. I mean, I could quote here, for example, you write that you're going to attack the political opponents politically and finish them. You say, I don't believe in wounding the opponent.
That was during the war, right?
I believe in...
Before the peace was signed.
They say, I believe in finishing the opponent once and for all.
But that was before the peace was signed, right? That was.
But some of your postings were actually from yesterday. These are things that you said after this fighting in Juba.
I was responding to the Riek Machar press secretary, who talked to Lieutenant Colonel who started the shooting. I think you got that, right?
Yeah.
The Riek Machar secretary, who is in Nairobi, talked to the Riek Machar, to Lieutenant Colonel David Riau, and told him that Riek Machar was detained. So he was basically the one who exploded the situation by helping the anti-peace element group within SPLIO. So I was responding to him because he was using social media to destroy the peace. I think you got what he wrote.
But as a diplomat, for example, you said Dr. Riek Machar, after you said you found his book, there's a book that was found in his book, and you say,
that is correct.
This man is really a troublemaker. Now, you are supposed to be representing the government of national unity. If you write stuff like this about the other partner in the government, does that not incite people into
No, it doesn't incite people. There is, as I told you, there is a faction within the SPLAIO which is not for peace. And I can even show you there are some videos that you would see is people are inciting in North America calling for ethnic war. I think you saw them. So now with that book Dr. Riek has been reading, so in your perspective when you look at it, as is the book, I think you got the title of the book. So the title of the book by itself, if it is read by him, including these generals who are not for peace, so what would be your expectation? That was the issue.
Yeah, but as a person who is supposed to help actually promote peace, you're supposed to be representing people from all sides. You do make a lot of references to ethnic groups, the Nuers and others. And for example, in one place you say, we're a government and we cannot be intimidated by anybody. If you want peace, we give you peace. But if you want war, we will give you war.
I'm referring to the group that is the Mundeng faction. That is against the peace. I think you know that I'm a Nuer. I'm not Dinka. I think you know that, right?
I know.
So now this group, because this is why we're saying the international community needs to understand the dynamic of Nuer politics. This group, the Mundeng factions, who believe that the only option for them is war. How do you address them? Because if you are dealing with ISIS, well, like what the United States is doing, they are fighting ISIS, right? They are not negotiating with ISIS. But if the Taliban put down their weapon and they believe in peace, and then you negotiate with them. But as a government, if somebody is for war, you have to protect the people. You have to confront them.
But at this stage, are you guys promoting peace, or some of you might actually be promoting war?
Or which guy is promoting war?
Let's say
we are the government. So as the government, we are protecting the constitution and the peace, so that there is law and order. If somebody is outside the constitution, trying to attack the government, fighting the system, that is the person who is wrong. For instance, the ISIS fighting the US, they are the one that is wrong, right?
But
so this is the logic of the state.
This is a government of national unity. So you're supposed to be speaking in one voice.
It's the government of national unity, but we have not yet integrated a force within IO that is against the peace. Because Riek Machar himself is not in control of the White Army. So how do you address the issue of the White Army? Because they are fighting the government, and these people who believe in Mundeng are fighting the government, and Riek cannot control them. As a government, what do we do? Do we allow them to kill the people? No. We have to confront them.
Anyway, this is a conversation that will continue. We hope to see peace in South Sudan. Ambassador Gordon, thank you very much.
Thank you, no problem.
Yes, for coming over. Now, Ambassador Gordon Buay is responsible for consular and South Sudan affairs in North America.